What's going on, everybody? Dan here from West Virginia, Small Town Boys Outdoors TV. Wanted to come on here today for a few minutes and show you all how I make mock scrapes for deer season. I use it with Mountain Gold Curiosity. Now this right here is 100% real deer scents. That is straight doe urine. It's not doe and heat. It's just regular doe urine. But I picked up this rope here the other day from the Dollar Tree. It's a I can't remember what size this is, but it says not 3/4 what most of them are made of. It's like an eighth or maybe a quarter. This comes in 9.5 feet. It's like $1.75 worth, and you can make about 3 mock scrapes with the same rope for $1.75. You can't beat that. And then I finished it up. I spray everything down with none other than Scent Assassin. But what I do, I like to be scent free as possible. Get you a pair. I like to get me a pair of the gloves from Dollar Tree. You can make you a very, very cheap and good setup from the Dollar Tree, matter of fact. So half the battle is getting these gloves on. These gloves are very, very tight to get on. But I'm going to get these gloves on here real quick and then show y'all how I do my mock scrapes. Now the tree here behind me that I'm going to do the mock scrape on or under, there was actually a scrape here that was last year. It was worked, but it wasn't worked very good, and unfortunately, I didn't see nothing come from it, but it was definitely worked, but I don't know what buck made it. I never got a chance to put a camera on this spot. All the other cameras that I've got is tied up at my other stands, but half the battle is over. I'm trying to get this other glove on so I can show y'all how I do it. These gloves are crazy tight, even on my small hands. Anyway, that's good enough. So you take your rope about 3 feet, and you take your zip tie, just a regular zip tie like that. Like I said, cut your rope about 3 feet, and when you cut it, just make sure it frays out like that. What you want to do is find your limb a couple feet above your head, however tall you are. I'm a little over 5 feet tall, and I try to pick a limb. It's just where I can reach it. And what I'll do is I'll take that rope and put it on that limb like that. And I'll take my zip tie and zip tie the rope to the limb that you're going to put your rope on. It's not too easy to do it either, but it's even harder to do it in these gloves. But I like to do it as scent free as possible. So just tie your rope up there. Class about ready to come on. And then what I do is I just take my pocket knife and cut the slack off of the zip tie as close to the tie as possible. I'll just put that there for now. But then you just kind of want to, double check your tie, make sure it holds the best it can, then it hangs down like this. Then what I do, I just take the end of it and just kind of fray it out like that. You don't want to take it too far because then it'll just unravel the rope. Oh, this time I don't have, and it'll hang free like that. Now right now I don't have any pre-orbital to put on it, which most people put pre-orbital, or they just leave it plain like this. And for this time I'm gonna leave it plain just because I don't have pre-orbital. And then what I'm gonna do So I'm gonna take this little rake here that I got from the local Dollar General, and I'm gonna go right under this rope here. This right here, and I'm gonna go directly under it. And I'm gonna rake away the leaves and stuff around it, all the dirt, all the leaves. And you want to try to get this as clean as possible. Even roots like this, you want to pick up, and pull out of there. This ground's pretty tough. It's all clay up here. It's off the side of a pipeline, so it's plus where it's been dry. It's pretty tough. And these gloves aren't really making it any easier. But again, I wear gloves just to try to stay scent free as possible. And notice how I'm not being shy about raking this out, because this is exactly how a buck would do when he's doing this mock scrape, or doing a scrape in general. I try to get all the roots out as possible. Some of them you're just not going to get out. It's just what it is. As long as you get every bit that you can out, the better. Just so that it looks that more natural. And this one here is making me work for it a little bit. I might get knocked out here by an acorn falling on my head. This acorns here this year are crazy thick. Acorns up here by the truckloads this year. So just get all that you can. I said some of it you're not going to be able to. Some of it you might have to work with and pull a time or two more to get it out. But that right there is what you want. Down in the fresh dirt as possible. And then I get down to the roots and I stop. But that right there, and I try not to step in the center of this as much as I can, just to keep it scent free as possible. That's pretty much like I said. I actually kicked the dirt out away from around. That way it looks like a buck made it. And then for now, I'm going to take these gloves off because these bottles of scent come sealed. I'll show you all the scent here, the seal I'm talking about. That right there is a seal. So you either take your fingers and peel it off just like that, and it'll make a little, like a sound when you take it off there, and that lets you know it's freshly sealed. Now, what you need to do is I like to keep this on the bottle even after I've opened it. That's just my preference. Just kind of make sure that way you don't spill it later on, because it does. I've noticed it does keep you from spilling it later on. So this is a squirt top bottle. This, like I said, this is 100% real scent. What I do is I just open the bottle and just kind of sprinkle it around, not too far, not too far of a circle. But and then what I do is I come back over, I put the seal back on the bottle, just like how it come, and then I put the lid back over that, tighten it down pretty good. Make sure the lid is snapped shut, and then to finish it up, I take Scent Assassin and go back up here, and everywhere I've touched, I spray down. That way it's scent free as possible. And then everywhere on the ground here that I've stepped around, I spray it too. And that's how I do my mock scrapes. Hopefully this, I didn't mean to take so long on doing it, but hard to do when it's by yourself. But man, the ground's so hard here too. That's why it's harder to till up like that. But my setup right there. That is my mock scrape setup. Hopefully this helps somebody that wasn't sure how to do a mock scrape. Had questions about a mock scrape. Hopefully that shows everybody how to do an easy one. You don't really want to be quick about it. You want to take your time on it, but you don't want to also overthink it either. And I overthink a lot. Ask anybody that knows me, but just trying to make it as real looking as possible. Like I said, hopefully this helps somebody, and I'm interested to see what comes into it while I'm sitting right here behind it. So appreciate y'all tuning in. And this is a mock scrape of Small Town Boys Outdoors TV. Like us, subscribe to us, follow us, tell all your friends about us. Appreciate it.